You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Hello, everybody. Alongside Brock Ewart, I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, let's dive right in. What are you looking forward to in this one?
Yeah, just about everything, Kate, but these are two such evenly matched teams. You and I know there's going to be 2, 3, 4 plays in this game that will likely define the outcome. That is the beauty of the NFL each and every weekend. Each and every Thursday and Sunday and Monday night, they come down to a couple plays. Who will they be? What will they be? When will they be? Tune in and watch.
Personnel is out. Everyone's ready to get this one going. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he starts us off with a 5-yard pickup. Second down coming up.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Another run for Kamara. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
70 Lions. Mustang 19.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
19 Tiger.
Shuck. Right back to Hill. This is caught. And he's across midfield into Patriot territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To throw again here, it's Shuck. It's on target to Johnson. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
He's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Return starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This, our last play of the quarter. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Complete out to the right. And he drives it up to the 24. Jonas Sanker in from the secondary, making that stop. We are absolutely sprinting through this game, already through one quarter. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. Herbert from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
First down, Patriots.
Lion.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Herbert to throw once more. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. He's got a man left. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break Gronk as they force this 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They'll run for this, and he works this to the 38 before going down. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down. Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. It's 16 yards on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to the well again. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get it behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds Bobo. And this one does not go far.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes, Kate. He gets drilled. And QBs know that feeling. When you're letting it go and you get hit, definitely not the throw he wanted. And by happenstance, the adjusted throw still found a home, and that home was his teammate.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. Hey, go Lion, Lion, Lion.
3rd and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. Leading 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. To throw, Herbert. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots earn the chance to tie before halftime. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Shuck working from the gun. That one's incomplete over the middle.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
It's Kamara on 3rd down. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it as they take him down for a loss. 3rd down, here's Shuck. Into traffic, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans.
It's 4th down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Trying for it with Shuck. Good, strike downfield to Olave. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That one connects. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 20-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. Space on the right. He's got room. Hits the 20. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
Boy, no way.
Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots tie things up at 14. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's first and 10. Dive play straight ahead. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Hits his running back. And he drives it up to the 24. Justin Reed with the tackle.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Into the end zone he goes. Pick 6 and a New Orleans touchdown. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short fields, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for first and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's out of bounds. Looks like he only got a yard. And that's going to set us up for second and 9.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Got a man, that's Kincaid. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On the move, headed right. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
2nd and 10 now, Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a New England first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Herbert throwing again. Getting out to his left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And Herbert slides to a stop with enough on that play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots cut it to 1 late in the third. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. 1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Now Shuck to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have the football at the 48-yard line. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Herbert. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Wow, just perfect execution there, Brock. Nailing the fade for 6.
Yeah, when it comes to the fade route, it really is all about timing. And as you said, the execution of it. You have to have the matchup first, but then you need to go connect. What a great play.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. On play action, here's Shuck. Has him running the comeback. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Saints ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Shuck now on 1st down. Gets caught left side by Hill. And he's taken down at the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They run in from the gun with Kamara. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Chuck now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints losing by 7. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Running behind center with Camara. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Camara. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
18 Cardinals, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
To throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Chris Olave. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Cowboy 80. 19 tight, 19 tight. Dragon 60.
Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. And they got there in time. He's taken down. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Play calling could be a little bit of a love-hate relationship. You love the first down run. You hate the 2nd down sack. And now you're in a 3rd down situation where you probably got to put it in the air.
Easy. We'll go set. Ready.
Back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there and bring up 4th down. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Trying to push this past the marker. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they get to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Setting up to pass. Catch is made in close. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Okay, Brock, I think the official double and then triple check this with their coach. But yes, they are indeed choosing to decline the penalty and letting that touchdown stand.
Kate, if there is ever a moment that defies all explanation on the football field, that may be it.
Okay, ready?
They're lining up for 2. This is for the lead and potentially the win.
Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Go!
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And he's out the clear. The 50. He's at the 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. So So the decision to go for two does result in a nice boost, Brock, but not for the team we were expecting, thanks to an alert play and a lengthy jog downfield from that defender.
Yeah, it took everybody. In order to do that and make that happen, it really was all 11 and then just a superhuman effort. You say jog, I say a sprint to glory.
The Saints call their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Less than 25 seconds to go. This onside try is for the game. And the Patriots are there to bring in the kick, and that should just about do it in this one.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Design quarterback run here. So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.